Okay. Please welcome Massimo Capra.
Oh, yeah. Who needs the heat?
Okay, I don't really need this because we're going to be making chicken meatballs, and then we're going to show you a recipe you can make them in. They look so good.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, are those deep fried?
Well, these ones are deep fried because I have to carry them around, but
I love it.
there are other ways. Come on.
No, I like it that way.
Okay, good.
I'm excited about
Good.
that. Okay,
Well,
so how do we start?
Well, what we start is with a beautiful chicken breast and legs ground up.
Okay.
And as you can see, the chicken always is very, very soft. It's not like beef that has a little consistency, right? It gets a little watery, right?
Okay.
So what I want to do is, also there's another thing the chicken does. When it cooks, it really becomes really firm. So what I want to do is I want to make it a little bit less dense. Okay, so I'm adding ricotta cheese.
What a great idea.
Yeah, and I'm increasing the protein, and I don't want to add too much breadcrumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore, the ricotta is actually the best thing to do.
Okay.
We can add a little breadcrumb to bring it together because you do need a little bit of that. So a couple of handfuls of that. We have our little bit of chives because I like anything oniony.
Yeah,
I like
me
all
too.
the 5 lilies. I mean, I'm crazy about all of the 5 lilies.
Oh, they're good for you too,
Yeah,
but I love
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I love the flavor.
Absolutely. Salt, don't be shy
Yeah.
with that because if you don't put salt inside, you're never going to get any.
They're not going to taste like anything.
But then to have it a little bit more, how do you say, a little bit soft and a little bit less dense.
Okay.
Okay, I'm adding cooked chicken breast.
Okay.
So start thinking because you can have leftover stuff and you can just chop it up, put it in there.
Okay.
And that was the main reason why I never liked my mother's little polpette because she used only the dry cooked meat.
And so
But
it
in
came
this
out a
case,
little
it's
bit
good.
too dense, and a little bit too dry?
A little too dusty.
A little too dusty. I hope she is not listening to this.
No, she probably is, but
They were perfect, Mama.
yes, they were.
great.
Yeah, every time I went to the bathroom, she noticed. Anyway, we want a little extra flavor, so Asiago cheese.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Just
cheese.
put it in.
It
Absolutely.
packs a good punch.
Yes, Asiago provolone,
Yes.
any scamorza, mozzarella, whatever you like to do. I mean, this is a meatball is not something that you need to, think about it too hard, right? I mean, it's very simple. You just bring it together with a couple of eggs, and you can turn it into many, many, many different recipes. As you can see, a few on that table.
There's so many things that you can do with the meatballs. So you've done like a little meatball sub, a little meatball sandwich there with the cute little tomatoes. I think that's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Because I think that when you have something, you should always add bread.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what it is.
That's right.
I mean, I come from the land of a patty and a cocoa bread. Like, that's a Jamaican thing.
That's good.
It's like you have a carb, and now you're going to wrap it in a carb.
Good Jamaican patties.
To me, I love everything about that.
That's right.
So good.
So also, I have a little bit of to give it a little Christmas feeling. I should have brought some. I should have brought some cranberries and things like that. But you know what? Parsnips and sage. So we give it a nice little taste of sweetness in there, a little bit more, so that it is a little bit more pleasant to the palate. Now, I would resist putting the meatball mixture in a mixer, okay? Unless you use a paddle and the stand-up mixer, the KitchenAid or whatever.
Is it going to be too thin?
Yes, because otherwise you end up breaking everything and it becomes too pasty and too sticky.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
No.
And meatball should be nice and soft when it's warm and really delicious. So to form them,
use your little scooper.
Yeah, absolutely. An ice cream scoop. You can do it like that. You can bring it to your hand and just roll it gently. Roll it in your breadcrumb just lightly if you're deep frying them.
Yeah.
Because the breadcrumb kind of protects them a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
it does. It
So
totally does.
You can do that. Now, you can deep fry them, you can boil them, you can stew them, you can bake them, you can make them any way you want.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite way?
I like them deep fried because then after when I
You
have
get some crunch.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't really get that when you bake it.
No.
It's not the same.
No, and then if you bake them and you put them on the tray, you have a little bit of oil or butter or whatever. I mean, you end up having the dry top and then the burnt bottom.
Yeah.
And it is always very difficult. You should roll them all the time. You should really have something a little bit more interesting, right?
That's the story of my life, the dry top and the burnt bottom. I don't know.
Where are you going with that?
How you're gonna. I don't know. Do whatever you want with that information.
That's leaving it open right out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like that
Caption
scale over there,
that.
you know what I mean? That forces you to put it on, not forces you, but encourages you to put it on online.
I know, what's up with that?
Why would you want to do that?
Why would I
You know what I
ever
mean?
do that?
Okay.
Today I weigh 145. Send. Why? Why would I do it?
Yeah, that's it. So now this is also like a meatloaf, right? I mean, you
Okay.
could bake this
Yes.
and give it a nice coating of your favorite
Yeah, that's
barbecue
true.
sauce or ketchup or
I'd go for that.
tomato, whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
and you can actually just saute them and then you can serve them as a snack. You can have them in a sandwich. And let me turn this off because I'm not going to need it.
It's a little hot.
What I like to do, something that I do at Boccone at the airport, I do an
Yeah.
Italian wedding soup with meatballs.
Oh, that looks good. That's smart.
That's right.
Yeah.
A beautiful salad.
That's right. I'm smart.
Hors d'oeuvres. You
Yeah.
know, a little hors d'oeuvre, right?
So cute.
That's right.
Okay,
So-
we're gonna do the veggie. We're gonna do the veggie version
veggie
a little bit
version
later.
later,
But
yeah.
cityline.ca for that awesome recipe.
This is absolutely delicious.
Yeah, I can tell.
All right.
Let's go to break. Got more coming up.